guys, I'm Dhruv Wankhede from KKOG Institute of Engineering and Research, and today I'll be taking interview of Dr. Vishal Ashok Wankhede. So before starting the interview, I would first like to introduce you to him. He is from electronics and telecommunication domain, having experience of over 22 years in engineering education and has completed his PhD from Sardar Vallabhbhai National Institute of Technology. He has 2 years of research experience with ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization of Ahmedabad Division. He has published over 33 research papers and has also published 8 design patents by Intellectual Property of India. He has received Best Polytechnic Principal Award by Indian Society of Technical Education ISTE and has also been honored as Engineering Achievement Award by Institutions of Engineer, Nasik Local Center, and is working as principal at SNJB's SHJB Polytechnic College. So this was the introduction of our guest for today. So let's get started with the interview. Hello viewers and welcome to this interview. Today we have Dr. Vishal Ashok Wankhede with us. So hi Dad, and I would like to say that I'm going to be asking the questions about the field of engineering and future of the engineering and how the trends are going to be in the engineering. So shall we?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So starting with the first question, what is a typical day like in your job?
Dhruv, first of all, I'm very thankful to you that you have invited me to this renowned interviews series. As per your first question is concerned, I start my professional day with reading the agenda of today's work. As per my profession is concerned, I work on the administrative aspects, academic aspects, and the HR related aspects. So my morning is a few hours I'm going to devote to the academic processes of my institutions. Then in the mid of the day, I take the reviews of all the administrative activities like the student section and the human resource section, account section, and in the evening of the day I take all the follow-up of all the administrative activities and the academic activities. It all concerns with the students because the student is the focal point of any institution. That's why I have to think all the processes those belongs to the students.
Yeah.
So this is the general timeline of my uh,
Your day.
your yes,
Yeah,
my day.
okay, so that's glad to hear. And moving on to my next question, adding up to that, is your job typical to others? Like, is it like a typical, or is it similar to like others, to your peers?
As per education sector is concerned, it belongs to the processes like All India Council of Technical Education, Directorate of Technical Education, and the Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education. So the processes belongs to them are common for every principal.
Okay.
That's why, as per those government related processes are concerned, those are in common. But as per my uniqueness is concerned, I always try to emphasis on the industry concerns, then more faculty development programs organized in my institutions, more industrial visits are going to be organized by each and every department is uh, focusing on all the technical aspects of enrichment of the students. That's why all the time we think of some innovation integration into each and every process.
Okay, so that's how it works. Okay,
Yes.
so adding up to that, how do you stay current in your job? Like, how do you innovate some new of the ideas in the administrative process, and how do you just keep evolving your knowledge?
As you belongs to the information technology branch, each and every sector is dependent on that information technology, and I thoroughly studied about the information technologies those present in today's era, because without it we cannot survive, we cannot enrich our skills, enrich our knowledge. That's why in each and every process related to the academics, I try to get the knowledge of the machine learning, artificial intelligence, all the programming, those are especially utilized for recent technologies. I use the profound um, technologies, utilization of the technologies like social media also we prefer in our each and every process we prefer.
Yeah, that's true.
So this way we to try to utilize the recent emerging trends in the information technology into our professional profile.
Professional profile. Okay, that's great. I would like to ask you, like, what are the employees looking into this field? Like, as you mentioned that the information technology is in every sector. So, what is the employers looking for this career? What are the employers looking? Well, like employers' perspective, not the employees.
Employee's perspective is like that the employee should be very skilled into into his domain. If the person is trying to work in the information technology, then that person should know about the systems of the computing technologies. That person should know about the programming skills,
Okay.
database handlings, cloud computing, quantum computing as well. Also, that person should know about the statistical analysis, data mining, data analysis, data visualization, user experiences, user interfaces. So, each and everything that person should know.
Okay.
So, employer is not only uh, thinking of the candidate who is very uh, have a good academic career. It is expected that a minimum qualification should be there,
Okay.
but that person should have thorough knowledge about the things those we we are expecting.
Okay. So, the practical knowledge is also important.
Practical knowledge is quite important.
Yeah, so practical knowledge is important, and learning new skills is much more important.
Yes, the learning new skills means the ability to learn the things. That is
Hmm.
our prime. If the attitude of the employee is like that, this is enough, then it is not sufficient at all.
Yeah.
That employee should learn the new things. His approach should be like that. Each and every day he thinks of some new technologies and how that technology is going to be help into my organization. That is my expectation actually.
Okay. So, and what is the career ladder? Like, what could be the career ladder for the position that you are currently in?
As per I belongs to the educational field, engineering education. That's why the career ladder is like that. There is a hierarchy. Like if one employee is in a very beginning days, so he enter in as a lecturer with only qualification of the Bachelor of Technology in information technology or in the computer technology. Then after completion of the masters, he can become the senior scale, then the selection grade. This is the hierarchy.
Okay.
But if as per we also have the profiles like those belongs to the system analyst. So that system analyst must have a bachelor of information technology or bachelor of computer technology. And if that person is skilled in the CCNA or CCNP type of the technologies, then we promote him to the computer networking of our organization.
Okay.
If that person is having skills in website development or the cloud computing, then we promote him as an website developer into
Website
our
development.
organization.
Yeah, that's also quite important in IT department.
Right.
Okay. So, and what could be the job prospects for that? Like for the current job, like what are the current job prospects?
As per current job aspects are concerned, it is divided into many sectors.
Okay.
So the very first thing is that the engineer should be categorized
Mhm.
by the domains.
Okay.
Like there are many sectors are present. Like system programming is one of the domain.
Hmm.
Application programming is one of the domain. Device driver programming is one of the domain. database handling is the thing, image processing, digital image processing, digital signal processing, then speech processing, then big data analysis is one of the sector.
Okay. And what could be the scenario for this? Like after the 5 years or something, like what are the prospects of it? Like what is going to be the scenario after a long time now in this
The
specific
domains
field?
which I mentioned are always in an emerging state,
Always.
because since long these domains were present. We done the programming in system in 40 years back also, and today also we are doing the same,
Yeah.
but on some different platforms.
Okay, so this
That's
technology is still relevant in this
it is
new age.
application is relevant. The technology which is used to solve uh, those problems is always changing.
Yeah.
That's why all the sectors which I mentioned earlier, those are the emerging sectors all the time. They are always in a promising state all the time.
Okay. And you should have to be keep learning constantly in this
We
new.
have to keep learning about the technologies to solve them. Like
Okay.
in past days, C programming was used as a system programming,
Yeah.
but now the Java programming is utilized, and many functionalities, many header files, direct link libraries are going to be added into the C's structure, so that we can outperform the applications not only related to some DOS based applications, but related to the Windows applications, graphical user interfaces applications, control protocol, internet protocol, user datagram protocol. Kind of the networking aspects can also be possible using the same domain.
Okay.
That's why the language is same, but we integrate a lot of features in such a way that we are going to outperform, we are going to think out of the box by the same programming language, which is having the same graphical interfaces, or the grammatical or syntactical interfaces.
Okay, so and what are the fields that you recommend to the new youth that they should also look into this? Like in engineering, what could be the branches and the fields that you recommend to for the future?
As per uh, I, I must give a message to the youth is
Yeah.
that youth should not only follow the trends which are going to be injected by the industries, like they are talking about the machine learning, they are talking about the big data analysis, they are talking about the cloud computing. These are the things those needed by masses. But as per classes are concerned, there are many domains those are uh, uh, not cared by
They
the
are not
engineers,
kind. Okay.
like agriculture is one of the field,
Yeah.
navigation is one of the field, then aquatic is means underwater communication is one of the thing,
These are like
that
the core branches of
those are the core problems.
problems.
Because as per most of the community in India, those resides in the rural area,
Rural areas,
and not and
suburban. They don't.
suburban areas.
Yeah.
So they have their own issues,
Yeah.
and engineers should absorb
Constantly
constantly
solve their problems.
pursue the problems related to their day-to-day activities, and
Yeah.
accordingly the role of the engineer is very challenging, very promising, that how they tackle the issues of
Yeah, that's
those
absolutely
with
correct.
the help of the technology.
Yeah, an engineer should always learn from like what is staying in current and all those things.
Engineers should learn from the problems those are coming towards him,
Hmm.
and which platform is essential to solve those kind of the problems.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
that is the fundamental
Of
track
engineer.
of any engineer.
Engineer. Okay. So, what would you recommend I do at this point? Like, I'm in the first year now of my college, and what would you recommend me? How should I develop? How should I learn the skills, and what could be the ladder for me?
Yes, as per engineering curriculum is concerned, in the very first year, the students learn about the basic sciences,
Hmm.
mathematics,
Yeah.
and the basics of the programming. So, as you belongs to the information technology, you can learn about how programming is going to be happen. what is the structure of any programming language, which uh, supporting files are there through which you can write down the programs, how to write down a program, how to build the logic, how to develop the algorithms, how to develop the flow charting. That is the task of as per first year is concerned. In the second year, you have very basic subjects like data structures, then the Python programming, then the basics about the uh, uh, graphic
Graphical.
libraries or graphical technologies, database management system. So it is related to the basic languages and basic platforms. Those tackle the
Hmm.
database handlings. So this way you can categorize the subjects, because the subjects those belongs to the second year have their own cluster. So as per digital systems are concerned, you have the same subject in the third year, like microprocessor, microcontroller, and computer organization. And in the last year you have embedded system. So
Hmm.
this is one cluster. So accordingly you can develop your logic that this second year subject belongs to the third years, these advanced subjects. So accordingly you can develop such kind of the logic, and you can uh, learn, you
Yeah.
can start studying those subjects. If you belongs to the system programming, then C programming is in the first year, data structures in the second year, you have embedded C programming in the third year, you have some system programming in the third year. So this is one cluster as per the programming is
Yeah.
concerned. So you think of the categories, you think of the clusters, and accordingly you start studies
Yeah. So
as per.
categorizing is very important.
It is the fundamental thing that you should know that this subject belongs to this category.
Okay. So categorizing is important, and the execution, the proper execution of those studies and stuff, it is also important.
Yes, connecting the dots.
Connecting to dots. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what could be the future trends in this field, like in engineering and in IT department? What could be the future trends? Like how will it go?
Currently, as everyone is working on programming, everyone is working on the database management. Then, as per data is concerned, it is also divided in the textual data, in a speech, in image, and in the video.
Okay.
So the as per emerging trends are concerned, you must think of the natural processing language.
Okay.
You must think about the big data analysis, then machine learning, data mining, artificial intelligence you can think of. So
Okay.
these are the new technologies, and you
Hmm.
can integrate those technologies with the with the perception of the convolutional neural networks.
Okay. So
So that is the fuzzy logic. So these are the recent technologies, those you can utilize in to solve the problems, not by the conventional methods but by the recent methods.
Different methods. Okay. And one more question, like what is the impact of artificial intelligence in today's like society and stuff?
Conventional issues tackle the things by if and else conditions only. If
Panels.
this is happening, then you can perform this task. If it is not
Hmm.
happening, then you can perform in other way. But artificial intelligence doesn't execute in this way.
This.
It is consistently learning from the data sets. So we have to feed the data sets, we have to define the objective function, we have to define the constraints like equality constraints, non-equality constraints, and we have to define this is the particular outcome of that system,
Okay.
and that is going to be learned by that machine. And if some new or recent data is going to be fed, then accordingly by the past experiences it defines that this action should be taken.
Okay. So.
So this way the artificial intelligence works.
Okay. So that's great, and thank you for answering all the questions, and thank you for giving your time.
Yes, yes, thank you for inviting me again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So that was the interview, guys. I hope you guys liked it and it added some knowledge to you. Thanks for tuning in with us. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
My life.